Good day, my students. This is MICHTUTORS. You have been attending our tutorial, and this is our YouTube channel. And we will be doing past questions of 2 recent years. But the first year we are doing here is 2020/2021. 2020/2021 past questions of engineering mathematics. Question 1. The question 1, we have question 1a. Find the square root. Find the square root of the following: I minus 4 minus 3i 2 5 plus 12i. Let me solve this solution. We are doing question 1a. Solution: minus 4 minus 3i. We are told to find the square root of this guy. And for us to find the square root, we just say let the square root of minus 4 minus 3i equals to a plus ib. You represent it in complex number, and when you do that, you will see for us to remove this square root, we say square both sides, because the opposite of square root is square. Now say square both sides. And when you square both sides, this square root will be eliminated, and that's when we have a plus ib all squared. This one will cancel this one. Minus 4 minus 3i will now be equal to a plus ib all squared. You know what? You can split this. This square. You can split it, and when you split it, you are going to have something like this: minus 4 minus 3i equals to a minus ib plus ib, a plus ib. I will open the bracket, and I open the bracket of the left of the right hand side. I will open the bracket. Therefore, I will have minus 4 minus 3i equals to a square plus 2, because you have a times a square plus a times ib. You have iab plus ib times a. You have what? iab. ib times ib. In complex number, when you have I times I will give you minus 1. Are you getting me? In complex number, because I times I will definitely give you I square. And we have I square. I square is the same thing as what? Minus 1, because I equals to what? Minus 1. And that's when you have square. The square root cancel the square root, and therefore your I is what? I square, and you are having what? Minus b square. Definitely you are going to have minus 4 minus 3i equals to a square plus I. You can bring this one can be added together, iab plus iab, to give you 2iab minus b squared. After we now get this equation, we are going to use what we call comparing method. What do I mean by that? Comparing method. For us to use comparing method, you see, this is a real number and this is a what? A imaginary number. The reason why we call it a complex number is because it is addition of real and what? And imaginary. These two are what? They are real number. Why this one is imaginary? That means a square minus b squared. When I use comparing method now, comparing method, it means a square minus what? B square will give us what? Minus what? Minus 4. And 2iab also will be equals to This one is our equation 1. 2iab will be equals to minus 3I. This I will cancel this I. Therefore, 2ab equals to what? Minus 3. Definitely, this is my what? Equation 2. I can say from equation 2, my A will be equals to minus 3 over 2b. If I divide both sides by 2, I can name this one equation star. You can say that substitute equation star into equation 1. Substitute equation star into equation 1. Equation 1. When you do that, you are going to have something like this. This equation 1, a squared plus b squared minus 4. You have something like this, minus 4. A squared minus b squared equals to minus 4. You will definitely have something like this. A squared minus b squared equals to minus 4. When you substitute star there, you are having minus 3 over 2b bracket all squared minus b squared equals to minus 4. You have something like this. This one will give you 9 over what? 4b minus 4b squared, because 2b will be squared, and that's why minus b squared minus 4. And this 9, you can find the XCM. When you find the XCM, your XCM is 4b squared. XCM, you find the XCM here. When you find the XCM, you have 9 minus 4b squared 4, because 4b squared here is 1. It will give you 9 back. And when you find the XCM of this one, 1 in 4b squared is 4b squared. That is 4b raised to power 4 minus 4. I can cross multiply from here. When I cross multiply, we have 9 minus 4b4 equals to minus 4b squared. I can do something here. Since this one will give me 16. 4b squared times minus 4 times 4b squared. And I have 9 minus 4b4 equals to minus 16b squared. And when you cross multiply your 4b4 minus 16b, you collect like times. Here. When you collect like times, you will definitely have 4b4 minus 16b squared minus 9 all equals to 0. This a quadratic equation. We call it quadratic equation, as we have quadratic equation. This is a quadratic equation. That means we can also factorize it. But for us to factorize it, it's not easy like that to factorize. But one thing you can do to factorize this, something like this, is that you can do well to split. And when you split, you are going to have your answer. Okay, this is what I'm trying to say. You see, you can make use of 4 times 9 is what? 36. As you normally do your normal quadratic equation, that you will look for the factors that you can multiply together, and you can also add together. That will give you the factors. 4 times 9 now will give me 36. And if I add 4 plus 9 together, it will not give me 16b squared. Now, one thing I can do is that I can say 18 times 2. 18 times 2 is what? Is 36. Is a factor. That means plus 18 minus 2 will give me 16. And if I multiply it together, it will also give me minus 36. And that's why I will just say 4b4 equals to plus 18 squared, 4 plus 18b squared minus 2b squared minus 9 equals to what? 0. Stop.
Okay.
From this equation that we have gotten from where we stop, we can say, okay, we can factorize this now. We can factorize calculate, we can see that 2b square is common to these two sides. We can bring it out. 2b square, you have 2b square minus 9. 1 is common to these two identity here. You have minus 1, 2b square minus plus 9. Therefore, this is your answer. 2b square minus 1 and 2b square plus 9, all equals to 0. All equals to 0. Okay. I can now say 2b square minus 1 equals to 0, or 2b square plus 9 equals to 0. Therefore, I will have 2b square equals to 1, b square equals to 1 over 2, or 2b square equals to minus 9, or b square equals to minus 9 over 2. And I'm not looking for b square, I'm looking for b. Therefore, b will be equals to plus or minus square root of what? 1 over 2. Or b equals to plus or minus square root of what? Minus 9 over 2. This one can turn to b. Since we have something like this, it can simply be what? 1 over root 2, because square root of 1 is 1 and square root of root 2 is still root 2. Or b equals to plus or minus square root of minus 1 and square root of 9. Let me write it very well. Or b equals to plus or minus square root of minus 1 times square root of 9 over 2. Because when I'm over square root of 2, if you multiply this together, it will still give you square root of what? Minus 9. And note that your I equals to what? Square root of minus 1. I will substitute here, my b will be equals to plus or minus I square root of 9 over square root of 2. And our b will now be equals to plus or minus I square root of 9 is 3 over 2. Therefore, b equals to plus or minus I 3 over 2. Okay, these are the factors of b. And also we can get our a. For me to now get my a now, my a is equals to minus my a is minus 3 over 2b from the equation start. If you look at equation start, from equation start, let me say from equation start. From equation start, your a equals to minus 3 over 2b. And if your a is minus 3 over 2b, definitely you are going to have something like this. A equals to when b equals to plus or minus square root of 1 over root 2, plus or minus 1 over root 2, you are going to have something like this. A equals to minus 3 plus or minus 2 times 1 over root 2. You are going to have something like this. A equals to plus minus 3 over 2 root 3 over 2. A equals to this a is not mine. A equals to minus 3 over root 2. You can just put this plus or minus outside there. And put it outside there, you have something like this. Minus 3 divided by 2 root 2. And you are going to have something like this. Plus or minus 3 divided by 2 root 2 times root 2 root 2. That means definitely you are going to have plus or minus 3 divided by 2 root 2 over 2 root 2 over root 2 times root 2. You have 2 root 2 over 2. These 2 will cancel these 2. That means you will have something like this. You now have plus or minus minus 3 times 1 over root 2, and that will be plus or minus 3, and that will also be plus or minus, because minus times plus is minus, minus times minus is what? Is minus, and is plus, and that's why you will still have plus or minus over what? Root 2. You can put it to short form. That will be 3 root 2 over 2. That means you have gotten your A for when B equals to plus or minus root 2. Stop. Okay. We have gotten our A now to be equals to plus or minus 3 root 2 over 2. And to now get when our B equals to plus or minus 3i over root 2. How can we get our A? Our A can be we can get our A like this from equation style again. A equals to minus 3 over what? 2b. We just have to substitute this thing here. And substitute it here, you have minus 3 over 2 plus or minus 3i over what? Over root 2. 3i over root 2. Definitely you are going to bring this plus or minus outside, because it is a sign and it can come up. And you have minus 3 over 2 times 3i root 2. It will definitely give you this plus or minus. You can bring out this I here. And bring out I here, you have minus 3 over 6 over root 2. And your A will now be plus or minus I minus 3 divided by 6 over root 2. And when you have something like this, your A will definitely be equal to plus or minus I minus 3 times root 2 over 6. This 3 will cancel this one. And you have A equals to plus or minus I root 2 over 2. Because minus will times each other and it will give you plus. That is all for that. Therefore, you have, when your B equals to plus or minus 1 over root 2, your A is what? Your A is plus or minus 3 root 2 over 2. When your B equals to plus or minus 3i over root 2, your A equals to plus or minus I root 2 over 2. In a common sense, that means square root of 4 minus 4 minus 3i, it will give me something like this. When you relate it with A plus IB, it will just be 1 over root 2 plus 3 root 2 over 2, or minus 1 over root 2, or let me say, or 3i over root 2 minus, let me write it this way. It will give me, let me know, the square root of this will give me 3 root 2 over 2 minus 3I root 2. This is what it will give me. Or let me say plus. This is what my answer will look like.